So today, Bucks County, Pennsylvania held a commissioners meeting, and the people of Bucks County and Scott Presler have absolutely inundated the meeting, and they are not happy with the election boards. Guys, you got to check this out. It's absolutely insane. To give you guys a little bit of context, Bucks County and their election board, they are the ones that voted to keep counting illegitimate votes. That's why the Senate race in Pennsylvania between Dave McCormick and Bob Casey stretched on for so long. And one of the members of the election board, in defiance of the state Supreme Court, openly said that she was violating the law. And to give you guys a little bit of context, this is what she said right here. This is the member of the election board in Bucks County, Diane Ellis Marsiglia, openly saying that she was violating the law. And it's absolutely incredible that she actually did this. Watch.
We reject all three categories of these ballots.
Your motion is to reject or dismiss the challenges in this category in front of you?
Correct, yep.
Not going to second that, mostly because I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
100% jail. She openly said, in defiance of the law, that she was violating the law. An absolute blatant violation on camera. And, you know, you got to wonder, I think you see a lot of these leftists, and they've gotten away with so much, right? Now, the right wing, they're kept on such a tight leash. You say one wrong thing, or you even say something that could be construed as one thing versus another, and you have charges. If you have any sort of prominent name, if you say anything, you are just dogpiled on. You can get federal charges. You can get all sorts of charges. You could be facing prison time, fines. But when you're on the left, you say something like this. When you're aligned with the regime, you say something like this. For so long, it really hasn't been a big deal. But this may be changing. Scott Presler posted this on his X account today, and boy, did it blow up. Bucks County Commissioners Meeting, 11/20/2024. Commit to attending the meeting as we challenge the commissioners' vote to include illegal ballots in the election recount. And this is something Scott Presler also posted. He posted the attendance of this election board meeting. And boy, I can guarantee you, they were not expecting this. I'm sure most commissioner meetings are pretty bland, pretty uneventful. You know, you might have a few people there, you know, a spattering of people in the audience, but not this time. Not the Bucks County election board meeting. This was the attendance of people who were showing up to fight for their state, fight for the right to vote and not have illegal votes counted. Take a look.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Presler reporting to you live from the Bucks County Administration Building. We are on the inside. It is packed to the brim. And yes, I can confirm that I will be a speaker today, and I will be reporting to you shortly about what happens, but we are going to hold the Bucks County Board of Elections accountable. They were trying to steal this election. They were trying to violate law. They were trying to violate the, by the way, Democrat Supreme Court. And we are going to hold them accountable, not only by being here in person, but 2027 is coming. Get registered to vote at your current address. Let's go.
But that was not the best part of this whole situation. The best part was when he got up to speak. And yes, Diane Marsiglia was there, the election board commissioner. She was there, and Scott Presler got up. And, you know, Scott Presler, I believe he's originally from Wisconsin. But man, is this guy a bulldog? Yeah, he seems a little bit, how shall we say it, light in the loafers. But I mean, this guy is laser focused. He actually moved. I believe he lived, like I said, I believe he lived in Wisconsin at the time. I could be wrong about that, but I think it was Wisconsin. But he moved from wherever he was, this was a couple of years ago, to Pennsylvania with the specific purpose of flipping Pennsylvania red. And as you know, Pennsylvania did, in fact, flip red. And they're doing all this funny business in Pennsylvania with the Senate race. And Scott Presler, you know, his life is invested, literally invested in, you know, his goals in Pennsylvania. He was just like some random guy. I don't really know where he popped out of. I remember hearing in the past that he was like a dog walker or something like that. And then he somehow got involved with some of these Republican races. But you start meddling in these races that he is literally invested in. He's not taking it lying down. And here he is. He gets up and he confronts the election board, and specifically Diane Marsiglia, who said what she said, because she was the most blatant. And he calls her out. He quotes what she said. And he also looks at her and says that he is coming for her seat when it is up for re-election, I believe in a couple years. Take a look.
Good morning. Bucks County has been in the news a lot this year. Earlier, we flipped Bucks County from blue to red, and for the first time in modern history, there are more registered Republicans than Democrats here in this county. Number two, voters were disenfranchised in this county, and in fact, I want to thank Chairman Michael Whatley of the RNC and co-chair Laura Trump for suing to make sure that we had 3 additional days of early in-person voting, because voters waiting in line to do in-person, on-demand, mail-in voting were told that they couldn't vote until 5 o'clock, that the line was cut off. So thank you to the Republican Party for suing Bucks County and fighting for election integrity. And now, here before us, it's on the world stage that we have a commissioner, quote, by Diane Marsiglia, precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country. People violate laws anytime they want. And if I, meaning Diane Marsiglia, violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it. Well, Commissioner, the court already ruled that undated and misdated mail-in ballots could not be counted. You knew that going into the meeting. And I want to congratulate the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. This speech I'm doing right now is going to be seen by millions across the country, the Commonwealth, and the world. And I have a message. Congratulations to President-elect Donald J. Trump, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America. Congratulations to Senator-elect Dave McCormick, and we are not going to allow Democrats to steal this seat from us. Furthermore, congratulations, because we defeated Matt Cartwright, giving President Trump an additional seat in Congress. Congratulations to Congressman-elect Rob Bresnahan. Congratulations to Congressman-elect Ryan McKenzie, defeating Democrats Susan Wild in Allentown and Lehigh. And I have a message. Peacefully, we are coming for your seat in 2027. If you don't resign today,
Have at it.
I am coming for your seat peacefully. And Harvey, Commissioner Harvey, this goes for you too. You are complicit. Mark Elias and his cronies must be disbarred from practicing law in Pennsylvania, any of his cronies, for the misconduct that they did. I want you to know that I am going to spend all of my time in Bucks County for the next 3 years making sure that we take back this county. Thank you to every single patriot that showed up today.
This is the way. This is the way. Wow. So that is absolutely incredible. And then you hear, while he is saying that he is going to go after and take Diane Ellis Marsiglia's seat, she says, have at it. But Diane was not happy about all this. And I believe she was a little bit overwhelmed, because Scott Presler shared this video, looks to be taken on the phone, of her storming out of the meeting to take a 5-minute break. And I believe this was right in the middle of the whole commissioner meeting. Because you have a speaker, if you look right here, the woman in the brown jacket, you have a speaker up there. Looks like she's getting ready to speak when Diane calls a break and storms out.
All right, we're going to take a 5-minute recess.
Oh, the Queen's speech.
Royal Highness has spoken.
See, this is the way. When our elected officials, especially the ones on the left who are almost never held to account, when they openly defy the law and they don't get held to, they don't have any consequences whatsoever, you have to have people come out and call this out. That's why when I hear people yelling coward at her, mocking her, you know what I say? I say, have at it. These types of people who do this deserve everything that they have coming to them because they're trying to subvert a democratic process in our country that we are told that we have to have faith in. I mean, in 2020, you had people censored off the internet for talking about an election that looked shady at best, right? And you had social media companies, you had news companies pushing down anyone that tried to point out irregularities in that election. And now you have election commissioners actually coming out and on film saying that they are going to openly defy the law. And where are the charges for her? Where are the trials? Where are the indictments for her? I hope to God they come. But, you know, at some point, you need to take it in your own hands as people, and you need to call this out. When I say take it into your own hands, I mean 100% peacefully. That's why, you know, some people might say, you know, this might be a little bit harsh to call her a coward and to mock her. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know what I find harsh? What I find harsh are the hundreds of J6 prisoners that have been in federal prison for, years now? That's what I find harsh. You know, we never get to see, you know, behind closed doors what happens there. Words I don't find harsh. Being exposed like this publicly, you know, sometimes it is the only consequence any of these elected officials have. And that's why it's so important. And that's why I think, you know, I've said it for a long time. Scott Presler is he is really a godsend to the Republican Party. He 100% is. And, you know, I appreciate him for all his hard work. I've said that for a long time. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Diane Marsiglia openly defying this law and then holding this commissioners meeting, right? And all these people showing up and coming up one after another. There was a bunch of other ones. There was one lady who actually said she was filing criminal charges or she was filing a criminal complaint against Diane. And, you know, it was one after another constituents in Bucks County speaking truth to power, as it should be. People are getting more involved in the electoral process, and it's good to see. But let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.